Yes, let your inner longing to subscribe flow through you. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Dynamo of a video. As always, I'm your host Hunter. Today we're discussing the latest effort from the Lucasfilm franchise, Star Wars The Bad Batch. The Bad Batch acts as an 8th season of sorts to the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars, of course, being an animated TV show taking place over the course of the prequels.
So, what squad are we taking in? Clone Force 99.
The show even starts with a red title card similar to the Clone Wars. Before we get started, there are spoilers in this video, so if you still plan on watching Bad Batch and you haven't had a chance to yet, click away now. The Bad Batch, of course, was first introduced in the first 4 episodes of the 7th season of the Clone Wars series. Side note, I'm a big fan of the Clone Wars series, and if you'd like to see me react and discuss about that, let me know and drop down in the comments. It's great to see the narrator voiced by Tom Kane, who also voiced Admiral Ackbar in 2017's The Last Jedi. He also voiced Yoda in the Clone Wars TV show. We open with immediate cameos from Jedi Master Deba Balaba and Caleb, as some viewers might know from the Rebel series as Kanan. He was also voiced by the same actor. It was great to see them again. Too bad that reunion was cut short due to the inevitable Order 66 being implemented. At this point, I'm traumatized by seeing Order 66 happen so many times. How many times we've seen the heroic Jedi fall to the loyal clones?
Commander Kennedy. The time has come. Execute Order 66.
Yes, my lord.
We also get more experience with the interpersonal relationships between the Bad Batch themselves. I love how the archetypes between each member of the group foil and bring out the best and the worst in each other. Clone Force 99, or the Bad Batch, have their own special abilities and assets that aid in fighting. We have Wrecker, a gentle giant with super enhanced strength. There's Tech, the group's technical specialist with enhanced intelligence. There's Crosshair, the war-torn expert marksman with a little bit of a shady side. There's the newest member of the group, Echo, who was once thought to be dead after a botched mission explosion at a citadel on the planet Lola Sayu. It was later revealed Echo was captured by separatists. Echo! And later turned into a cyborg assassin. Sound familiar? Until rescued and later joining the Bad Batch. Last but not least, the leader and my personal favorite, for obvious reasons of course, Hunter with heightened senses and superhuman reflexes. The first half of this episode is filmed during the events of Revenge of the Sith, so it's nice to get references to things like Grievous versus Obi-Wan on Utapau. Maybe it's the cinema geek in me, but I always get excited whenever we get to see the classic Star Wars PowerPoint transition. We get to meet a new character in Omega when the clones return to Kamino. We don't know much about her besides her very cool Australian accent.
Hello.
Which I think is quite endearing. It's later revealed that she's special in some way. She's an altered clone, and I look forward to seeing just what they make of her. She appears to be filling the young Ahsoka Ezra role, which I think will make for a fun dynamic between the Bad Batch and Omega in the long run throughout the series. I'm so excited that it appears as though the cunning and calculated Admiral Tarkin will provide the main antagonist role. Almost immediately after his arrival on Kamino, everything changes and we get to see the vetting process of the clones. Tensions rise and eventually the Bad Batch end up in a skirmish with some of the other clones, prompted by Omega. This all takes place inside the mess hall that we've seen in Attack of the Clones. I love to see the animosity forming between the clones as a result of Order 66. This is the first time we've delved into this. After Revenge of the Sith, we don't really see the clones again. After the skirmish, Tarkin continues to test the clones, and the Bad Batch eventually end up in the training room, as we've also seen in other episodes of the Clone Wars. I love seeing Tech doing some Fallen Order type droid reprogramming. As it has been noted in past Clone Wars episodes, all clones have inhibitor chips placed in their brain, which prompts them to execute the violent order that is Order 66. However, it's discovered the entirety of the Bad Batch have an acute resistance to this order due to their genetic alterations. Even Echo, who was my guess to be the one to turn on the clones when Order 66 was executed, as a result of Echo not being a genetically modified clone. However, it's not Echo who turns on the rest of the Bad Batch and obeys the Order 66. And major spoilers here. It is Crosshair, after seeing throughout the episode how susceptible he is to falling for orders, that ends up turning on the gang in the long run. This revelation coming after the clones return back to Kamino to try to save Omega. We get a surprise guest appearance from Saw Gerrera on Alderaan, which is always great. On to episode 2. Luckily, we got 2 episodes this past week. One an hour long, singing out a solid 74 minutes, and the second one, thankfully for my sake, 30 minutes. Bad Batch flee to another planet and find the family that they had previously encountered in past episodes.
What do we have here? More clones who have lost their way.
It's been a while, fellas.
As the deserter clone mentions how he has been in contact with Rex post-Order 66. Remember, in Clone Wars, Rex's inhibitor chip was dislodged, and so he would have been invulnerable to the actions of Order 66. We get further teasing to Omega being an abnormal clone. So far, the show has a very Rebels-esque vibe to it. Me being a Star Wars Rebels fan myself, knowing that it's not a very popular series amongst the fandom of Star Wars, I quite appreciate it. We also get to see for the first time as the Empire starts to tighten its grasp among the galaxy. We see how the Empire starts seizing chips and making everyone register their name. With the Bad Batch, the world of Star Wars is continuing to broaden, and I'm so excited for it. With Dave Filoni and company at the helm, I have high hopes for where Star Wars is going next. Well, that's all I got. Did you enjoy the show? And if you didn't, tell me why. Drop down in the comments and let me know. Also, let me know what you want to hear me talk about next. I'd love to hear some great ideas, and I'm open to anything and everything. But till next time, stay safe, stay strong, and stay powerful. See you guys.